Germany, where the left-wing mayor of Hamburg is facing calls for his resignation. Peter Tschentscher is charged with deliberately misleading the public in order to scapegoat and discriminate against the unvaccinated. Here's what happened. Tschentscher gave a press conference back on November 16th claiming that 95% of new corona cases were amongst the unjabbed. He then used this figure to impose so-called 2G rules, which ban the unvaccinated from a long list of venues including bars, cafes, restaurants, gyms and cultural venues. The same policy was then rolled out across the rest of the country and even led to unvaccinated Germans being banned from outdoor Christmas markets. But you see, there was a slight problem with that 95% unvaccinated corona case figure. It was completely incorrect. Anna Elisabeth von Trauenfels-Frohwein, a lawmaker for the Free Democratic Party, submitted an information request to the Hamburg Senate, and it turns out that Tschentscher had been counting people whose vaccination status was unknown in the unvaccinated category, thereby vastly overstating the number of unvaccinated people who were infected with the virus. As Remix highlights, actual data from week 45 when Tschentscher gave the press conference shows that 63.2% of patients infected with COVID-19 had an unknown vaccination status, 22.5% were vaccinated, and 14.3% were unvaccinated, meaning that from a known number of just 14.3% of corona cases being unvaccinated, Tschentscher falsely inflated this figure to a whopping 95%. Yeah, pretty big difference. Responding to the scandal, Tschentscher told Bild newspaper, quote, "I regret it very much," before he went on to blame IT systems for the error. FDP vice chairman and member of Germany's federal parliament, Wolfgang Kubicki, accuses Tschentscher of deliberately misleading the public. "It is unbelievable and a disaster for trust in the integrity of state action when a state government clearly presents manipulated figures," he said. Mayor Tschentscher will have to explain himself to Parliament and should say why the Hamburg Senate considers it necessary to deceive its citizens with such tricks. Trauenfels-Frohwein said Tschentscher was legally responsible for interfering with the fundamental rights of Germans. Will this massive act of manipulation lead to the reversal of 2G policies that discriminate against the unjabbed in Germany? No, not at all. And now they're about to pass a mandatory vaccination law on top of it.